Everybody, clearing. Oh, don't you love the glint? Let's do it again. Oh, clearing. Okay, so today, I've got the giggles. It's a good day. Let's get a card, one for the masculines. What are the divine masculines focused on right now? Let's have a look. So thank you, Divine Creator. What can we see for the divine masculines? What is an energy we can see at this time? The mystery, dark matter. It's in the reverse. I'm getting the sense that they want to have some sense of certainty in the connection. They're not as comfortable with the mystery as they want to be at this time. I'm going to get some more energy for this. So what is it that the divine masculines need to know about navigating the mystery right now? Joy, playfulness, and pleasure. So divine masculines, when we're navigating in grace, in presence, in mastery, follow your bliss, follow your joy, find that thing that inspires you and go in that direction. Use your bodily energy systems to indicate whether you have excess energy to go towards something or you need to rest. If you're inspired by it, go towards it. If it drains you, take a step back. It is really that simple. As we come into mastery, we know, we have this knowing. Okay, let's check out what the feminines are focused on at this time. Oh wow, cards going through my table. 3 energies for the divine feminines. Creation, water. Comfort, hearth. There is a baby here, so I'm wondering if some divine feminines are thinking about children. Oh, and lake, depth. So it's interesting because we have the mother, maiden, crone here, or, you know, baby. There's 3 different life phases here, generationally speaking. So yeah, there's a linear time, 3-dimensional human experience here. Divine feminines, you're really looking at what it means to be a human, the depth of it, the primordial essence of it, the generational, the river of life I'm getting. So what can we see for the divine feminines? my bouncy ball is squeaking. Goodness, there. What can we see for advice for the feminines regarding this contemplation on rites of passage, life stages, children, generational things, the river of life, reprogramming, transmutation, and stabilization, spectrum generator. You're seeing the whole spectrum of what it means to be in feminine form, to understand the archetypes of the feminine, and to know that you are timeless. You are not defined by any of the individual expressions that a feminine can be assigned. You are all of it, divine feminines. And so do not ego align with defining yourself as not going to have children, too young, too old, any of the things about rites of passage, too ill-equipped. You've got it. You've got this, divine feminines, and you are coming into the splendor that it's all within you. All of it. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. I'm laughing. I'm such a weirdo sometimes. I had one of those shivers the other day. I can't believe I'm telling everyone this. I was talking to a girlfriend and I got one of those aha moments where you just shiver, and I laughed so hard because I was like, it's not every day you remember what it feels like to be a sperm. I saw my spinal cord and my brain like as a giant replica of that shape, and I was like, wow, that's so interesting. So you're welcome for that inside my mind. Okay, let's get a card for the connection. I don't know why I'm so giggly today. It's such an unusual energy. May it bless us all. Okay, what can we see for the connection beyond Lemuria? What can we see for the connection right now? Masculines and feminines, this river of life for the feminines and masculines being comfortable with the uncertainty. We get 22, which is a nice union number, crystal keys. Oh, crystals. So speaking of crystals, I want to say I do have another mining adventure coming up in September. It's kind of a rustic luxury. There are cabins and hot springs involved. It comes with a little bit of a price tag. If you're interested though, pop your name or your comment that you're interested and I will give you my email address so that you can get more information. There are only a few spots, 6 spots altogether, but it's a pretty radical opportunity. Okay, let's get into this card though. Crystal keys, hidden wisdom codes, potent information, Lemurian seed crystals, seeing your triggers as a gift, awareness of drama creating patterns, healing the earth by looking at your inner environment, and healing through awareness. Okay. So this card is about deciphering wisdom codes. We may wonder how to access information regarding our spiritual growth as we navigate our everyday reality. This wisdom comes through our inner paradoxes, where we are truly present, awed, and in creative flow or in a state of surrender. It may come as riddles and in the most unlikely places. Zen Buddhism taps into this using koans, paradoxical statements, and the mind cannot fathom, to bypass traditional understanding and allow spiritual epiphany and deeper knowledge of the soul to surface. Okay, so everybody is having certain wisdom codes unlocked. It's generational things and not ego aligning with any particular life stage, divine feminines, and for divine masculines, you're unhooking from needing to be certain and you're going into a joyful free flow. So both are unhooking from I'm hearing over analytical processing and dropping into the heart. Okay, beautiful. Let's see now where, maybe that's what the lightning of the energy is. What can we see for the divine masculines? How are the divine masculines thinking of the connection at this time? Yeah, I'm hearing cross the bridges as they come, divine masculines. If something makes you joyful in this moment, is it so wrong? Where are the sarong, divine masculines? Okay, what can we see for the divine masculines? How are they thinking of the connection today? I'm just really getting a don't take life so seriously vibe today. Well, what can we see for how the divine masculines are feeling on the heart space for their divine feminines? What can we see for what the masculines are wishing? What are the masculines doing at this time? And what is the challenge, the solution, and where is the connection going in the near future? So on the conscious mind, wow, there's an inner revelation that they can start small. They don't have to have it all figured out or finalize everything out the start gates. It can be what it is with non-attachment. This is an aha moment where it doesn't need to be overly planned. It can just be the next step. What else can we get for this? Yeah, this is a breakthrough, that something can be initiated without having all the answers if the intention and the read of the energy is authentically a yes. So if it's inspired, if it's aligned, if it aligns with the deepest truth, the knowing, then things can be initiated without having all of the answers. There's a little bit more there. What am I getting? And things that can't happen right away can still be talked about, even if it's in the realm of talk and no action yet. They can still mention it. It doesn't have to be only when it's an absolute fact. So there's less withholding. The masculines don't want to withhold certain things for as long anymore. They want to talk about things more in the inception with you, divine feminines, rather than after the fact so much. Okay, what is the heart space for the divine masculines? The theme of commitment, the King of Coins here, and strategy. So divine masculines are wanting to initiate possibly ahead of when they would normally want to, because they know commitment is likely to unfold in the future. On their heart knows that it's safe to initiate. There's this tentative Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, this new beginning in the physical that they are suddenly realizing it feels okay on the deeper levels to bring you in on it ahead of time, because there is loyalty here, because there is commitment, because they have safety with you, divine feminine. It's justified, exactly. There's a knowing. So this can imply that they're going to tell you something in the energetic realms. This could be telepathic with the High Priestess here. Does not mean you're going to get communication in the physical, but it absolutely could. It doesn't mean it's going to be the full picture, but you're going to get a hint, an inkling, or an initial heads up on something. And here we have it again. That could very well be the beginnings of union landing in the physical, the baby steps. You might not see it coming. Divine masculines seem to be a little bit more savvy and aware of where this could go than you are, divine feminine. But if you drop into your heart, there is safety here. Ooh. This is so interesting, because it really looks like the divine masculines have a tentative plan for more of a concrete, long-term commitment with you here, divine feminines, based on the soul connection, the integrity between the two I just heard. What are the masculines wishing for the connection? The High Priest and communication in the reverse. So they feel like the spiritual connection speaks for itself, and they don't need to negotiate or be lengthy with words. So they do want to go ahead with something here with you, divine feminines, based on the energetic knowing, and make an exception. I'm getting that divine masculines are usually overly cautious and have been jaded with bringing people in on certain things, but they are feeling it's not a risk with you anymore. There's something that they want to go forward with that they don't feel needs a lengthy explanation. What else can we clarify this with? Yeah, they don't want to wait any longer. They've seen a spiritual proof that you have, I heard, pass the test, that you have proven your accountability. I just heard the divine masculines say, you are not the only gatekeepers, divine feminines. I'm going more deeply into this. The divine feminines are the, the womb portal, the gatekeepers of the spiritual coming into the physical form. And the divine masculines just showed me that they do the same thing with the emotional protection. When they are in embodiment, they take it upon themselves to be the stewards of emotional intensity. When the counterparts are in balance, the divine masculines can usher in or make or break certain motions, action. The masculine polarity inside of all of us is the action-taking polarity, which can be reckless or mature and wise. And the divine masculines are suggesting that they have a vote of confidence and faith that the emotional responsibility that they have to move this forward with you, it's reached a stage of accountability, so they can justify a next level in some way. That could even mean just unblocking or, communicating more or teaming up in some sort of a way or taking commitment to the next level romantically. It can mean a lot of things. It can mean moving in together or many different levels of process here. Take it how it resonates. What can we see for the action the divine masculines are taking at this time? They're waiting on divine timing. They feel actually like they can't move anything forward forcibly because so many times on this journey the divine has stopped things from occurring that are not according to divine will. The divine masculines understand when things are in flow and we align with it, it's like you can't stop it from happening. But if things aren't in flow and it's out of alignment, you can't get it to flow. That's mighty fine divine masculines that you have become sure of that. So that's bringing soul confidence in decision making now. What is it we can see as an extra here? This is where humility and strength don't counteract each other, contradict. The fine line, the empowerment, which is the fine line between passivity and ego mania. It's empowerment, it's confident action. So they found the key to this and they're testing it out. Okay, what is the biggest challenge at this time? Anxiety about emotional transparency. So unspoken emotions, the things that have been unsaid, the backlog of energy that hasn't been cleared up, anything awkward, just the sheer amount of energy building in them to express to you, divine feminines. Unconditional love and having seen the light. Many of them have seen this connection in such a grateful way now, such a profound way, that they don't feel they need to wait. Again, the star is usually in the upright. It's this distant becoming. In the reverse, it can be more of an immediate energy. And so because unconditional love is clearly seen here, the divine masculines see that they don't need to wait any longer to express their joy. That anxiety now, I'm hearing Anais Nin again, one day it became more painful to remain in the bud than to blossom. That's the anxiety here. It's the holding back. And so yes, divine masculines or divine feminines with internal divine masculines, time to take action, confident action towards passion projects and towards this connection. In the case of the divine masculines here, feeling inspired to speak up, step forward. Good stuff. What is the solution to this? Wow, yeah. Allowing for the internal permission to activate as this fully realized King of Wands and take action, to communicate out of nowhere with that lightning bolt. So some divine feminines, you might get a message out of nowhere from your divine masculine at this time. The energy is suggesting the divine masculines go for it and reach out to their divine feminines and communicate from this place of spiritual empowerment. The wands are the suit of the inspired action. This is the free spirit within that allows for the justified action without. What can we see for, the end of this fighting it, the anxiety, the angst? Look at this raven whispering, do it, divine masculines. And now it's time. The divine masculines are neutral about this anxiety of holding back. I've often said that that's the divine masculine cross to bear, is not feeling like it's been time to go forward on certain things or have a justified reason to reach out to you, divine feminines. And it looks like they are moving past that and being guided to actually communicate their vision for the future here, or something that includes you or potentially includes you. Just saw 2121. Where is the connection going? Yes, the Emperor is stepping out of comfort zone and coming forward. We just went from the King of Wands to the Emperor, boom, boom. And so, for many it's going to happen. So the Emperor energy is coming in. I just heard, and so it begins. Let's get a clarifier for that. So there is a wave of, here's the emotional opening, King of Cups for the second time. You can't make this up. All this king energy, the soul, the heart and soul is front row and center here, and divine timing. It's time. Many are coming forward on some level. So this is cyclical. Not everybody's at the same cycle of the journey. Take it as it resonates. We get these bands of energy that revolve around certain rites of passage at different levels of development, different expansions of development. This can be, for some, they're just meeting their divine counterpart, and that DM has the wherewithal to stop a divine feminine in a synchronistic way, and having met in the physical for the first time could be this energy, all the way to more layers of it. So I haven't felt love this deep, and I want to tell the world I love you. So divine masculines are bringing you more front row and center into their worlds, divine feminines, and getting behind that. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.